Hello, Virgos. If you'd like to come on in and have a seat for some symbolic support, my name is Steph. If you are new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome home. We are going to drop some ink in this book in your name and essence, scrying for shapes and symbols that may speak to our psyche and psychic senses. We'll add on some tarot and oracle, and where Mr. Ghosty here is, we have Ghost Tube for any audio additions from the afterlife that may further add to our auric adventures. All the links are below. Thank you so much for being here. Please do receive or release freely. And when you're ready, let's go. All right, Virgos. I hope you guys are doing well. You know the drill as well. If you want to fast forward, this part isn't your jam. I feel you. But it's here in case you are interested in seeing the birth of your blot. Virgos. Oh. How are you guys doing as we are in your season?
Listen.
I'll admit from my end, the Virgo season thus far has been feeling like cleanup. Closing up and closing out loose ends. Really in this like preparatory space of not necessarily what's to come, but I don't know how else to say it. Clearing and closing out. Like tie up loose ends. Get it done. You know, just those last like little remaining bits. Anything lingering. Make the phone call, send the text, whatever the case is. Virgos, you guys are truly an inspiration to do that. So I appreciate you. As well, Virgos, if you see, sense, or feel anything, feel well to comment below what you see, sense, or feel. Drop an emoji. Any interactions with the channel is appreciated, of course. Do you know what I'm feeling here? I really want, see if I can, I really want a deep green. Just feeling that green. The first link below, YouTube, link below will be to your extended.
Listen to me.
We're listening. If you are a part of the second tier Secret Society, but there will also be a link to Vimeo if you're just looking for a single scry for the extended for the other side. You're more than welcome to join us. Break on through to the other side. You guys are creating something. My nose is very itchy. Virgos, have you been... I feel excited. I do. I feel excited. Almost like for this clean slate. It's like cleaning out your fridge. That's how I'm seeing it. Cleaning out your fridge. All right, Virgos, we're just about there. It's a refreshing feeling. That's how I'm going to say that. A refreshing feeling. And Virgos, the way I want to say it is, because I keep hearing like there's spirit activity, but I think it's your spirit activity. Like your spirit is uplifting. At least that's the way I'm tuning in thus far. All right, Virgos, if you'd like to join me.
They're here.
Taking a nice deep breath. Closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support in the name and honor of the Virgo Collective. Thank you for being my muse, and may you meet a message with meaning. All right, Virgos. If you want to take a screenshot, personal use only, so you can scry in your own time and see how you're feeling. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm diving.
Why am I here?
I don't know why you're here.
Do not.
Okay. You're very, very chatty, very aggressive. Very aggressive. Be aggressive. I'm going to jump right in. See like this tossing back and forth. It's like going through clothes. Keep, donate, chuck, rags. My nose is so itchy in your reading already, interestingly enough. And it's like recreating these wings of sorts. I feel powered by something, and it's indicative of maybe in your sacral space, like clearing house, cleaning up type. And I know we've talked about that,
Leave.
but this is now up in my shoulders. Like I'm taking weight off my shoulders. I don't need to carry all these weights. And it's like this back and forth kind of feel, but this isn't a back and forth. I'm undecided back and no, this is like I can hear sound effects. Do you have sound effects, Virgo, going on? And maybe that's with your spirit, even in your sacral energy and in your crown. There are sound effects in this cleaning. It's a clean slate. Okay, so here's the fun thing about this. When I look at this overall, see like this, I'm going to call it a dark mass, but I'm seeing it like a mask.
Julia.
And for some time I feel like I've been wearing my shadow skin, and it has served absolutely. And now the shadow skin is bringing in light, almost like it feels like space. And as I say space, and then I'm back to, clearing things out, going through stuff. It's about space and different aspects of space and how different areas of your home, of your heart, of your body, even of your mind, whatever the case may be, the people around you, your job. How can I simplify? How can I quantify? How can I, clear out your sink? You know what I mean? Getting some vinegar out and doing the dishes. Space. It's all about space in different ways, shapes, and forms. The sock drawer, making space and not feeling the need to fill it. There's something about that, not needing to fill the space that you create. Okay, I'm going to keep going. Over here, because it's almost like these heart, I'm going to call them, excuse me, heart totems. There's like 3 prominent things that I feel that are meaningful. Maybe I'm making space for them. Maybe this is what you wish, want, and desire. But the space has to be made. Somebody seems curious outside of me, like, what are you doing and what is this for? It feels like a questioning. Is it a questioning? Yeah, they are floating up there. It's like they're hovering. It's this hovering feeling, but they're looking at this piece of my sacral energy because it's in control right now. But I am led by being a guest in your aura. This is how it feels. You're more than welcome to leave. And maybe there's certain situations you're wanting to leave. Again, clear. It hovers, but it like moves back and forth like in this gentle movement of calibration. It's calibration. And Virgos, I feel like the closer I get to you, if I'm hovering and I'm curious, or if I'm hovering and it's invasive, and I kind of know it's being invasive, however you might take it. Maybe it's like your mind checking in on your body or whatever the case is, or maybe it's somebody external and you're like, you're hovering, like, go, it's rude. It's, it's interrupting something. I'm in a constant state of calibration. This isn't an exhausting thing. This feels
diseased.
Like I'm wiping. And thank you, because it feels like almost like a Lysol wipe, or with the vinegar in the sink. I'm getting down to the germs. And it's like, not only am I noticing what might be germs in a not great way for you, in whatever areas these might be in, it's also creating abundant, healthy germs to kind of ward this off, whatever these things may be.
Maybe.
And moving forward. You have all this, again, it's a different kind of space energy. It feels more like emotional space now. There is a handshake here. There's this handshake. It feels very friendly, like, hi, how are you? Nice to see you. It's earthly. There's an antelope as well, if the antelope symbol means anything to anyone. I feel as though there's a fork in the road at some point in time. What is this happening right here? Okay, so it feels like a depiction of an Egyptian type bird, like how in their hieroglyphs. And actually, even if I made the serpent, they're very Egyptian oriented. So I don't know if you're working with Egyptian energy or drawing from your knowledge base, your intuitive space, and drawing some form of, I'm going to say power. But where I'm placing that power, I'm not really sure. I'm seeing it like putting things in a fridge or in a cupboard. Like I have this power, but it's an ingredient. It's an ingredient.
Disgusting.
You're disgusting. Oh my goodness. What else am I seeing in there? This fork in the road. There's an antenna. When I dive in here, it feels like, okay, it feels as though I am...
Don't leave.
Yeah, I heard that song. Please don't go. Don't go. Don't go away. I don't know if this is job related, relationship related, or simply a pain in the arse from the past. Healing and leadership has come through. Oh, look at that. Ancient Egypt right there. I'm telling you there's something going on. It's like the alpha and omega bookends to something. Even if it's just the way I continuously think about something. And this isn't to say, Virgos, that you're
hiding.
Ignoring anything, or if it's good, bad, or ugly. It's not a judgment of any sort. It feels like you just like really looking at things. I'm in the fridge. Why am I in the fridge? Maybe it's like cupboards and drawers. Whatever is hiding, if there's little nuances. You also might have items in your home that I'm going to say are haunted, but I don't necessarily know that they're like traditionally haunted objects. And maybe for some they are. And that's bringing in a lot more activity for it amongst
Qualified.
maybe your own world that you're contending with, emotionally, earthly, ethereally, etc. And if you're qualified, you're qualified. You're all good. This also feels like things as I'm going through them, and like the hauntings that they carry from me, like my memory with them. Okay, memory bank is exactly the word I heard, and now I see this as a bank. It's like you have access to a healing bank. Because there's in the ink blot here, just shifting my perspective, it's like I'm bowing forward. This is a whole head right here, and see like where the brain would be, this whiteness. And what is it like in the brain? Is it like gray matter or something? I don't need to complicate it. But there's an overlooking of like, I remember something when I could play. I remember something when I could play a little bit. And things are being cleared out. It feels really, really nice up there. But when I look at this from a big scope, it's almost like I want to say some things didn't work out one way or the other. And if I put it in a garden sense, in any way that might be, the growth of the garden was like scarce or spare. Is it sparse? Sparse or scarce? Oh,
Talk to me.
You know when you say a word too many times? We're so here for you. If you'd like to speak up. And I'm taking note. What were my actions to nurture whatever that might be? But if it's scarce. You're taking the lead on this and saying, okay, this might be too much, or I'm overwhelmed. Maybe admitting it's not something you really, really want. Maybe that relationship, friendship, side job, project isn't something you really, really want. What actions and energy are going into it? And that's fine. Again, no judgment, Virgos, because you're, busy bodies. But where is that time and attention going to? And is that where you want it to be? Is that garden flourishing, let's say? You also have here card 20 and 22. Power. 32. Lots of twos. Lots of twos. Okay, see how in this card here, when I started like the overseer, this brontosaurus, and the brontosaurus is in there. I think, is that a triceratops? Triceratops, maybe? But that feels like the antenna with the three, the triceratops. Where am I putting my power? I'm seeing very specific as like waiting to use the good china as an example. But then I feel like there's just power objects sitting there. There's that space feeling. Have you ever, and at least I can speak for Canada, if you're in like a snowsuit or a snowmobile suit, and I'm seeing like zipping from the top down and this other expression coming through. Fly me to the moon. Virgos. It's like if I was in this big astronaut suit, but it was, for some reason I'm seeing it very specifically as a snowmobile suit, but that's probably just me referencing it to my earthly understanding. And it's like if I unzip it, there's somebody else in it. I don't know if this is you or something else you're realizing. Like this protective suit for certain conditions. And it's like, you're sweating and you're just like, oh, I got to get this off. I got to breathe. I feel like I want breathing room. Reflections coming through. And then 35. This 5 is a breakthrough, and then 35. 32. Another 5. I feel I'm conducting change. Chaos is on the bottom. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm conducting change. There are times that it's like, thank you, going into taking the lead of your life, love, lifestyle, work, channel, whatever channel this is for you, friends, projects. It doesn't need to be overwhelming and going, oh my gosh, I have so many haunted things hidden everywhere. That's not what it's about. It's just like starting to look around at this big picture. Okay. And kind of noticing what pings your attention. Because in some ways I feel like I'm cleaning house and closing up loose ends. And maybe this is for one or a few, but I also feel like in this process, I have actually welcomed in a buttload more. So it feels like a very busy waiting room. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, why did I do that? I was already busy or distracted, but it was like or maybe you're just busy or, ruminating, reflecting over certain things and inviting more of these objects, people, places, or things in felt or feels right. It's like going and grocery shopping, but never having the time to actually cook. So it feels like it's kind of rotting there. Or buying a bunch of socks because they're on sale, a pack of 75 socks, but maybe you don't, you like wear like 3 pairs of socks, your favorite socks. And now you just have a bunch of socks. And you're like, well, why did I do that? Did you save? Did you really save? Sorry, I want to come back to Egypt. It's like going into the pyramids at night,
Bloody.
not during the day. Okay, a few oracle cards here for Virgo before we head over to the extended. You've got here Witch, Magic, Curse. And this is right in that healing and leadership area. It's kind of what ties. And, okay, so like which objects, which things. It's like somehow I feel like a minimalist and a non-minimalist at the same time. And that's confusing to me, like in this moment. It's not, I like things and I'm just clearing to make room, to make space, or, you know, see opportunities. This feels like I need to make a choice on these things. But it feels like your time and attention and energy, your currencies.
Bite.
So you can take a bite out of life. Truly take a bite out of life. Anything else for Virgo? Oh my goodness. See, even like the cards are like a little sticky. Sticky. We have here Scarab, Nourishment, Transformation, right with that Egypt thing. In order to reveal, and even like with this blue here, it's in this blue here. There's also a cereal stepping forward. Frankenberry. Gate opportunities at the home. This is I'm seeing the fridge doors, cupboard doors. Creating space and not filling it right away. And this is a very freeing feeling with the horse coming through.
Stupid.
And then flowers, rude, not nice at all. Romance and flowers. And if you're calling me stupid, that's fine. It's not the worst thing I've been called. But hopefully you're not calling yourself that. Or beating yourself up. Because if you are looking for any sort of romance, or even just romance with your own reality, if I'm being honest, it's like I want to feel the love tonight. Key is on the bottom.
Close.
For your life and your love style. Your lifestyle and your love style. And whatever those things are. And it's like through the nourishment of it all. I have this breakthrough, and it becomes very, very enjoyable. Releasing things and then holding the space to be space and not filling it right away. And it makes me take that like snowmobile suit off or whatnot and just go, okay.
Are you scared?
Okay. Virgos, I hope this did serve and support, educate, or entertain. I'm going to head over to the extended or to the other side scry. You're welcome to join me, but if not, that's perfectly well. I want to say thank you so, so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Got the deck. Eye of the tiger.
Pleasure.